Next, I'm going to talk about History of Evil. This is a movie you can stream on Shudder or AMC Plus. It is like the Dollar Tree Civil War. If you've seen Civil War by Alex Garland, pretty much same thing. It's kind of the same plot. It is about the United States. It's been taken over by a new faction of government that's very oppressive, very religious, and there's like this set of rebels. We start the film off with somebody trying to smuggle out a rebel prisoner that has escaped, and along the way, they stay at this safe house that ends up being haunted. First off, I want to say that the story idea here is actually pretty solid. The premise here helps to create the film's scope. It makes the film feel a little larger than what it's actually doing. I kind of went into this one expecting this one to be a garbage fire because of its insanely low IMDb rating, and it's not really as bad as the IMDb rating. Now, it's not great. It's not a great movie. It's not like a 5 or higher. It's probably a 4, probably closer to a 4. Probably is a 4. It's a 4. But it's not nearly as bad as I was kind of expecting going into it. It looks okay. It's not poorly shot or poorly lit, really. The performances are kind of okay. It's just a movie that kind of sputters its wheels, if that makes any sense. It doesn't have as much division from Civil War to not feel like the mockbuster version of Civil War if you've seen Civil War. That was something that kind of kept taking me out of the experience as well. But then I actually think the worst part of the entire movie is the haunted house elements, the horror elements. When the movie was just focusing on its dystopia and these militants that are coming in trying to discover them, they're trying to stay hidden and concealed, and that was when the movie was actually really enthralling, and I was like, you know what, I can kind of get behind this. I kind of like this. But then you lump in these ghosts and this horror haunted house element, and the main character, main male character, I guess there's not really like a central character, that has this really cringy, derivative, and really plot-driven change of character. It became really stale at the back end. If the film leaned more into the, it's dystopia and trying to survive that rather than throwing in this cheap haunted house aspect of it, it probably would have been higher on my rating, but I'm going to stick with a 4 out of 10. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be going into it. So, hey, that's a bonus.